did you know Fortnite were meant to give us this for free? But that's not the only time Fortnite have kept something from us. As we take a look at 30 times that Fortnite scammed its players. Like the most recent Power Ranger skins, I thought, like most people, that it would be one Power Ranger with multiple color styles, but instead it turned up as a few skins in the Battle Pass and even more skins in the item shop, overall costing thousands and thousands of V-Bucks to get all the colors. But that's not the only scam in this Battle Pass, because the very first skin, the UNSC Spartan, is actually free for non-Battle Pass users if they reach tier 100. What does that mean for all the people that pay for the Battle Pass? That skin that they thought they were putting money towards is actually free for everyone else to unlock, and you don't get any discount for hitting tier 100 if you paid for the Battle Pass. So does that mean it's a scam? A bit like the Champions Axe, meant only for FNCS winners, is a super exclusive cosmetic. In total, only 40 people have ever had this, but then the Pro-Am happened and people that attended and played like me were given the pickaxe for free. And I actually have another code here on my desk I have not used yet. And these things sell for hundreds of dollars, only for Epic to announce it's coming to the item shop on September the 4th. So you should not be paying a lot of money for it, but you should be getting code Allier entered, ready for its arrival. Back in 2019, Epic Games bought the creators of the game Rocket League and added it to the Epic Games store when previously it was only available on Steam. In 2023, Epic created a promotion where you could get the Battle Bus car for free in Rocket League as a promotion for playing and downloading the game. I did this, so as a result, I got the Battle Bus for free in Fortnite as well. Despite this being a free unlock, it then recently came to the item shop costing 1,800 V-Bucks, definitely not being free anymore. And the community was sure that with the launch of a Star Wars dedicated season, it would finally be time for us to get lightsaber pickaxes. In the teasers before the release, we could see General Grievous and Jedi Evie holding lightsabers, making us think that we could finally be getting them. But as we know, the season came and the season went, and lightsaber pickaxes were never released, which I think it means it's safe to say they'll probably never happen. Despite the community really wanting them, Fortnite are just scamming themselves at this point. And take a look at this, the Tornado Spin emote and then the Skate Nado emote. The Skate Nado emote came out last season, and this one's a lot older, and players started to realize they're basically the exact same thing. Fortnite released it without even realizing themselves, but since the community has brought attention to it, they're giving players refunds if they don't want to keep the same emote because it's literally identical. And on the 1st of December last year, the Battle Pass changed from being 950 V-Bucks, which is the price it had always been, up to 1,000. This small 50 V-Buck change may not seem like a lot, but that can be the difference between players being able to buy it and players not being able to buy it. They did reduce the 25 pack reward by 50 V-Bucks to try and offset that price, but essentially the Battle Pass is now costing more money for the exact same amount of cosmetics, which a lot of people just think isn't very fair. And Fortnite messed up last year by accidentally releasing the Pirates of the Caribbean mini pass early by one whole week. And the people that noticed and managed to actually buy it early were actually screwed. It was fully bugged and players couldn't actually unlock anything on the pass apart from the Jack Sparrow skin. And to top it off, even after completing the bonus challenges, the glider wasn't given to people until Epic realized and finally fixed it, but making for a massive upset. A little bit like the iconic skin. You may wonder why you see this skin and dance a lot in Fortnite, despite the fact it could only be bought with a $1,000 phone. I bought the Galaxy S10, the phone that you needed to get this skin, but for a limited time, Fortnite accidentally made it so anyone on an Android phone could go to the item shop and redeem the iconic skin from the store. Despite the fact it was only available for 1 hour, a lot of people caught on to this and a lot more people redeemed it than actually bought the $1,000 phone. Yeah, I paid $1,000 for it and a lot of people paid $0 for it. And everyone was excited for Demon Slayer to come to Fortnite. It made so much sense during Chapter 6 Season 1 for this incredible collab to come to the game, and rumors stated that the collab would be happening soon. There was even a Demon Slayer movie releasing at the same time, and that's often how collabs work. Something happens with the collab in real life, and at the same time something happens in Fortnite to match up timings. But Season 2, 3, and now 4 have come about with no sign of it coming, so are we ever going to get this collab? And you may remember Fortnite promoting the D-Res Destroyer pickaxe. All you needed to do was get a win within Reload to have it unlocked for free. But the thing is, people started to get wins and the pickaxe wasn't unlocked because it wasn't even in the in-game files. It took months and months for the pickaxe to finally be added, but I'm pretty sure I still don't have it on my account, so Fortnite said we were getting something for free and I've seen no sign of it. And you may have heard of the Master Chief all-black style and the Kratos golden style. You got this for playing Fortnite on a PS5 and this for playing Fortnite on an Xbox Series S or X, but there was a little bit of an issue with this one because when Master Chief finally came back after 934 days of not being in the item shop, Players bought him, played on an Xbox Series S and X, but weren't getting the black style unlocked. Fortnite had never said that this style was going to be a limited time unlock. In fact, they even said at any point in the future you could get it. Players were super annoyed, and Epic must have just messed this one up because one day later they reverted the change and made sure people could get this really cool style. And kicks are the newest cosmetic, but they're definitely a little pricey. Released in Chapter 2 Remix, the first ones were free within the Battle Pass. As more kicks slowly started to hit the item shop, the price went up and up and up until the most recent big red boots dropped at 1,200 V-Bucks. And when you think about the fact that that costs more than an entire battle pass, it does start to hurt your brain a little bit. But it's because the actual boost costs over $250 in real life. But still, that is one expensive pair of cosmetic boots. And they even messed up the Sabrina Carpenter emote, where out of nowhere, they dropped the caffeinated emote, one of Sabrina's iconic songs. Except Fortnite decided to speed it up just a little bit. Fans noticed that it wasn't quite the right speed, and they were seriously upset. It caused such a big controversy that Fortnite removed it from the item shop, updated it in the next update to be back to the original speed, but you'll never be able to get the fast version of his emote ever again. And at the same time, as 2024 Fortnitemares, Five Nights at Freddy teased a mysterious collab announced on August the 6th, which was the exact day as the Fortnitemares update. People have found a glitching emote within the in-game files, which felt very similar to the broken animatronics, and fans were sure that all of the skins would be coming to the game, but it turned out that they were collabing with Dead by Daylight, not Fortnite. And although we've heard nothing since, I still look forward to the possibility of his collab happening every Fortnitemares. And I own one of the rarest gliders in the game. It's called the Mako Glider. You had to reach level 25 in OG Season 1. I'm talking like 2017, guys. And I bought it, making it extremely rare and worth a lot of money. But on the 2nd of January 2018, Fortnite accidentally added the Mako Glider to the normal item shop. People rushed to buy it, but Fortnite noticed quite quickly, but people that got it managed to keep it. And OG owners like me got absolutely nothing. I don't even think it got an OG style or anything, but I know in my heart that I'm a real OG owner. And something that I think everyone can agree on that they hated is when Fortnite changed the fact that skins and cosmetics would no longer have rarities. These had helped define prices on what was a fairly standard skin or a really exclusive and rare detailed skin. Typically 800 for an uncommon and up to 2,000 for a legendary cosmetic. With the removal of these rarities, Fortnite said it would not affect pricing, but generally Fortnite cosmetic prices have just creeped up and up and up, and those big red boots are a pretty good example of that. When the Yoda backbling came out to celebrate Star Wars May the 4th, someone figured out that you could do the Zoidberg Scuttle emote with the backbling attached, and it would not only crash your game, it would crash other players in your squad as well. It was pretty hilarious, but Fortnite's response, rather than temporarily removing the Zoidberg Scuttle emote, which had been in the game for a while, was actually to remove the Yoda backbling that had only just dropped and people wanted to use and they were not happy. We all thought we were finally going to see the return of a tidy OG emo, as we saw Snoop Dogg use it within the OG Chapter 2 trailer. And we all know that if you boogie bomb someone, they started to use the tidy emote, but it never came back that season. And what's even weirder is it seems to have been updated with this newest season, but will Fortnite ever make it return, or are they just trolling us? And when Dragon Ball came to the game in Chapter 3, everyone's mind was blown, and there was a really cool exclusive unlock. It was a Shenron glider that could only be gotten by completing specific Dragon Ball missions, and to get all of those missions completed would reward you this exclusive glider. Actually messed up here and didn't do all those missions, which typically meant you could never get that cosmetic again. But lucky for me and not for people that did all the quests, the glider actually came back to the item shop and was no longer exclusive, making a lot of people upset, but me quite happy. And did you know Fortnite accidentally added a skin in place of a jam track in the item shop? This is in early Chapter 5 when there was meant to be a jam track called Heartbreaker, but Fortnite accidentally added the Heartbreaker skin, placing a skin in place of the track in the item shop, meaning people that wanted the jam track couldn't get it. It shows just how wrong the item shop can go very easily. One thing that would have been very right for the item shop, and oh boy, would I have been telling you to put code ALIA in, was with the release of the Minecraft movie. Everyone was sure that Minecraft would finally come together with Fortnite to do a collaboration in any shape or form, with massive memes like Chicken Jockey and Fire Chicken Song, and people going crazy for this new film. But as we waited and waited, nothing happened. Players almost felt scammed that they didn't do anything. Fortnite are so good at jumping on trends and jumping on big collaborations, but there is still rumors of collaborations between the big three, Minecraft, Fortnite, and Roblox, the Holy Trinity. So keep your eyes out. and I'll keep my ears peeled for anything that could happen between these games. Who remembers the original Boogie Down competition? Players would submit a real-life dance, and whoever was picked as their favorite by Epic Games would have their emote put into the game as the winner of the Boogie Down competition. What's really weird is that some of the prizes in this competition, not for coming first, but the runners-up, included being given the Sparkle Specialist skin after the Sparkle Specialist had been available in the Battle Pass. This was at a time when Battle Pass skins had to be unlocked during the period the Battle Pass was out, and these skins were still given out to players in the Boogie Down competition, and Fortnite never addressed the fact that they gave out these skins when they weren't really meant to. And when the OG Pass came to Fortnite, Epic had told everyone that crew members would get this pass for free. I logged in straight after the update and was very excited, but suddenly realized that I didn't have the OG Pass unlocked. I went ahead and bought it anyway to make sure I had all the cosmetics, but what I didn't realize is if I'd simply restarted the game, the pass would have been unlocked for free. So I basically paid twice for a battle pass that I didn't need to. Now, you may have heard of the Prodigy Pack, a PSN exclusive pack. So if you're subscribed to the PlayStation Network, you can basically get these free rewards every few months or so. But you need to remember to claim them. And I've forgotten a few of them. And this is actually one of them that I forgot to get. When the packs leave the PlayStation Store, you cannot get them again. But 5 years later, this creator put together their own Fortnite bundle. And when you go into the item shop, you'd see the calculator, PlayStation Plus exclusive back bling within the image. I obviously got excited because this means I could finally get it, even though I wasn't meant to. Players went in to buy it, and even though it was showing the calculator in the bundle image, if you bought it, you wouldn't actually get it. It was just a mistake by Epic Games, and I will still never have this cosmetic on my account. A little bit like Nintendo collabs, as much as I would actually pay for Nintendo and Fortnite to come together to do something in game. It was a time when these collabs were going to happen. There's been multiple times that Nintendo cosmetics have actually been spotted. First of all, the Samus skin had been spotted in an old Fortnite image as it was actually being planned to come to the game as one of the superheroes during Chapter 2. The season was all about hunters, but as Nintendo and Epic Games were talking through contracts and working out how they could come together, Nintendo said that their Nintendo cosmetics could only be viewed if you were playing on a Nintendo device. We all know that Fortnite can be played across any platform, and everyone can play together, so Fortnite did not want to accept that term. Since then, we've never had a Nintendo character in-game. The closest thing we have had, though, recently is with the launch of Switch 2. You got a really cool exclusive Wishing Star emote, which is a direct reference to Kirby, who was accidentally shown within a Party Royale trailer back in 2020, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't meant to be there. But I still hold out hope that maybe one day Pokemon, Mario, or any Nintendo characters will finally come to Fortnite. Hit the like button if you really want that to happen as well. And Fortnite messed up again with Dragon Ball, as they added a huge bargain to the item shop. You could get 5 Dragon Ball items for just 1,000 V-Bucks. The image showed the Nimbus Cloud, which was 800 V-Bucks by itself, and bearing in mind this pack had 5 items for 1,000 V-Bucks. People were very excited to buy it. Despite the image showing the Nimbus Cloud, it wasn't actually meant to be included in the bundle. When players bought it, they were extremely upset, and a lot of people started complaining. So much so that Fortnite actually gave them the cosmetic, even though it wasn't meant to be in the bundle. So fair play, Fortnite. When Billie Eilish fans were excited to get the See Me in a Crown emote released last year, it was added to the item shop, and players quickly rushed to unlock it, but it turned out they'd actually used the wrong placeholder image. When they went to purchase it, instead of getting the Billie Eilish emote, they actually got the Outlaw emote instead. Imagine going to buy one thing and then being given another thing. I swear down, it's actually quite useful to be keeping an eye on the item shop when it rotates every day, because you never know how Epic could potentially mess up. And talking of item shop rotation, we used to have a timer every day counting down to the item shop rotation. It was so exciting, especially when a big new cosmetic was meant to be coming out, but now the timer's completely gone. I know when the shop updates, and a lot of you guys probably know when the shop updates, but one day they completely removed it from the item shop, so each day you just got to sit around and hope you remembered the right time. It's safe to say that no one liked that change at all. When the Cybertruck was leaked back in Chapter 5, everyone went crazy. A Tesla within Fortnite. It was actually happening, and the cool thing was, it was for free. As a part of a summer road trip challenges, you could jump in, complete challenges to get this cosmetic unlocked. I remember grinding to make sure that I did not miss out on this all-electric truck, but after completing it and after just a month later, this exclusive cosmetic turned up in the item shop, meaning anyone could get it. And that's something that Fortnite have done a lot. They don't really want rare skins or OG skins. They want things to be accessible by everyone. For someone like me that loves the idea of having something that was exclusive to a long time ago and making my locker feel special, I wish things would stay more OG and a little bit more exclusive. For people like you at home that missed out on old battle passes, that's the reason Fortnite changed their policy. If you didn't know, battle pass cosmetics can now return 18 months after they were last available. For old skins like these collaborations that are available in battle pass, you'll never be able to get again, which is why we often see slightly different looking versions of skins like Superman and Lara Croft, for people to be able to access them but not quite have the original version. And my final bit of information, which I'm not sure if anyone has ever talked about, is all to do with Klombo. This guy was added to the island in Chapter 3, and it's safe to say that he immediately became a fan favorite. Wandering around cute and purple, but if you shot him, he became very, very angry. This guy was impossible to eliminate despite anything you tried. He was just an awesome guy having a chill time. But when the season ended, Klombo got vaulted until we started to see little Klombo teasers around the island. Klombo had a big spur on the back of his back, which if you jumped on would fly you up in the air. And these little holes started appearing around the island as if Klombo was underneath the map. These little holes started to get closer and closer together, symbolizing the return and the grouping together of more Klombos coming to the island. And apparently, people in Epic Games did want to bring him back, and he was meant to come back. But internally, they changed their plans last minute. And instead, the next season, rather than returning multiple Klombos to the island, Klombo returned as a skeleton. Has not been seen since in Battle Royale until he was added to Lego Fortnite, but it's not quite the same. And Fortnite, if you're watching this video and you've made it to the end, please add Klombo back to Battle Royale. We all want to see it. To see if any crazy item shop glitches are happening right now, pull out your phone camera and scan this QR code to go straight to the newest releases. And make sure code ALIE is entered and click here to watch another video as I'm about to disappear. And there's lots of crazy stuff happening in this new season that you need to know about. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on another video.